Candlelight Conversations,
where we light up your minds with clever conversations.
I'm your host, Coco.
And I'm your girl, Roro. And you guys are our clever candlelight crew. Not the PPP, but the CCC.
Ow. So first and foremost, we want to thank all of our followers, old and new. We really appreciate all your support for coming and kicking it with us and vibing out with us. Hopefully, we're bringing you entertaining content and topics. So please continue to support us.
Yes. And by supporting us, you can like, share, and subscribe our content. And also don't forget to hit that post notification bell so you can always see our beautiful faces and get our content whenever we upload.
And another thing is, make sure that you comment, because that is exactly what this episode 3 is about. It is a follow-up from episode 2. People's comments about dating and comparing the early 2000s to the online dating now. So we're going to be addressing some people's comments that we've received.
Starting with one of my good friends. He did not want to comment in the comment box. You know who you are. But he did send me a personal text message letting me know his thoughts about our last episode, EP2. And I'm just going to share what he said to me, and then we're going to see if we agree or if even you guys agree. So let's pull it up here. Okay, so what he says is, in my opinion, on why the dating is not the same from the 2000s to now, which the 2000s was 20 years ago, is because our generation is a lot older now. We're not in high school anymore or in our early 20s. Dating was fun back then. We didn't really have responsibilities, and money could stretch way more. Back then, guys was chasing the young Roro and Coco. Those his words. But once you get older, guys are not chasing the older version of Roro and Coco.
But guess what?
They still chasing me.
And we still fine. Okay.
They chasing me. Like they was back in their 20s, because guys get older and some get their shit together. They are more stable and got shit going on in real life. He has females who are chasing him, is what he says. Now dating is a lot easier for him to do. Females get older and still think like they are in their 20s, like all guys are supposed to chase her, and but he says that's not the case, because when a female's in their 30s and 40s, females better start applying that pressure, is what he said. Females need to start applying pressure because time is ticking, whatever that means. He said, don't get me wrong, it's still guys out here still chasing females who are in their 30s and 40s, but do he really have his life together? Because once a guy gets older, he should be out here chasing a bag and not a female. And then he ended this with, he said what he said.
Period. He didn't say period. But period is basically, he was done with it.
How do you feel about that?
So if we go like bit by bit by this, I think that one thing that stood out to me was about females applying pressure. And the thing about that is, when a female decides to apply pressure, either men run or they get annoyed and irritated, because men start to feel like they're being forced or nagged into doing something that they may not be ready for, or they just don't want to do. So I know he said to apply pressure, but it could go either way. You may have someone that may actually be like, oh, okay, like she's serious about me. It can go either way, but 9 times out of 10, it goes the other way.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess it all depends on the guy, because like, I guess if a guy is just out here still doing his own thing, if a girl is applying pressure, then it is going to look like, oh, she's forcing me, she's pressuring me or whatever. But if he has his life together, like he says he does have his life together, if he is really ready to settle down, then a girl applying pressure probably wouldn't be so bad. But that's the thing. Girls don't know when to apply pressure. They don't want to look too thirsty,
Right.
too needy, too naggy. And you know, that is why guys should be applying the pressure, because they're letting us know how much pressure do you guys want us to apply. Like, what do you want us to do?
Because
Take
that
you
is
on dates, call
right.
you, good morning, text you.
Good
I
morning,
mean, like, what
handsome.
do you want us to do to show that we're applying pressure? And even when we do, guys are still like nonchalant about it, so you really never know.
Right. And see, no, as women, we don't like to be rejected. Nobody likes to be rejected, but it's harder for a woman to be rejected.
Yeah.
And so, don't get it wrong. Like, there's probably been instances where we've been talking to people and stuff like that, and we want to apply that pressure, but it's just like, do I?
Right.
Don't I? We're going back and forth with ourselves. And, because we're either going to push the person away or pull them in.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a gamble that you have to take when dating. So that's very true. And so how much pressure does it really take for a woman to apply for a man to like want to be with her?
Right. And like, what is pressure actually? Like, what do men consider a woman applying pressure? What does that look like? Because I need to know.
Right.
So let us know in the comments, you guys.
Let us
always.
And then another point that he made was saying, like, back in the day, people were chasing the young Coco and Roro, and now they're not chasing the older Coco and Roro. And I mean, I don't think that's true.
Right.
I don't think that's true. I think in some instances, depending on the woman, she may have been a better person or had more stuff going for herself when she was younger, or whatever the case may be. Yeah. Or maybe she's not as attractive anymore. I don't know. Yeah. So things and situations happen to people also that may, interfere with a man chasing her. Because it's also about confidence too.
Yeah.
Like that plays a big part. Because like if you're in the store and you're like this, what man is going to want to address you? So I think that is not true. I don't agree with that statement because we still hot. Okay.
Exactly, because I feel like the guys who were chasing us back then, they're still our age right now.
Yeah.
In our 30s and 40s or whatever the case may be. So they would have grown as well. They might got a beer belly. They might got, just because they got their shit together or whatever. Probably they have their shit together now because back in the 20s, the women had their shit together. Mm-hmm. So, now you're catching up. Now it's like you're saying, I don't want her. Now I want a young tenderoni. Like, no.
Yeah. So I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either.
But y'all let us know. Do you think that it was more, I guess, entertaining or whatever to chase a woman back in the day than it is now? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Oh, and he also made another he sent me another message. I remember what it was, but basically it was just stating that nowadays people feel like they have options. One thing he did say was if the person that you're checking for is not checking for you, then that's not considered an option. Then you're just settling for whoever is checking for you, which is a valid point. So I will agree with him with that.
I agree also.
Yeah.
I mean, because like he said, if you have options, all those people are going to be checking for you.
Exactly.
So then it doesn't matter because, you don't have to settle because everybody is checking for you that you're dealing with, that you're talking to or getting to know.
Well, I think he's saying like if the person that you're actually checking for is not checking for you, then you don't have options.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That is true. It's nice, if the person is checking for you and you checking for them. Everybody's kumbaya.
Kumbaya.
So those are our thoughts on his comments. So you let us know, like, do y'all agree with him or don't you agree with him?
So thank you for your comment. Next time, put it in the post sir. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But
so the next comment I want to address is that we were talking reckless.
Oh yeah, that was in the comments section.
That was in the comment section about men, and the truth hurts. That's all it is. The truth hurts, because I'm quite sure men say things about women too, as far as dating and how women were back in the day and how they are now. And that's all it is. We're comparing dating then to men then to now. It wasn't reckless, but like I said, the truth hurts. So
yeah, I mean, it really was the truth. Sorry that it hurt your feelings, Mr. Comic Guy. But it's the truth. And really, when we come here and we're gonna have many different topics, but since the topic was dating, we're not trying to bash men or women.
Yeah.
And last episode, it was about men, really, because we're women. So it was more not of a bashing thing. It was more of a, this is what women want. So how about y'all listen? Because guys do not listen.
And then it was our experiences too, personal experiences. Yeah. So most of the content that you're going to get from us is stuff that has happened to us.
Yeah.
We've dealt with. We're not here to bash men or talk reckless. Now, if
if it calls for, if the situation calls for
it, so be it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But we ain't trying to do that. But yeah, so that is that for that comment. That's our response. You let us know if y'all felt as though we was talking reckless about y'all fellas in the comments.
Yeah, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, Mr. Commenter. So then another comment came actually from a very important lady in my life. My grandmother was really mad. She called me, and basically she was stating she feels sorry for us. She said she feels sorry for women who are dating in our generation, that it's nothing like the past generation where men actually courted women, took care of their women. They probably was still cheating and stuff. She ain't put that in there. But, they actually took care of home. So she also did say, guys in this generation are giving a little bisexual gay vibe going on here. Like her words,
Yeah.
And she just felt how she feels sorry for us. Now me personally, I feel that sometimes I get a weird vibe from guys. Not like a weird vibe like, oh my God, like he's gay, but just like, why are you being weird? So that weird stuff does give like weird.
I'm gonna say that I do agree with her feeling sorry for us because the lack of courting and how men used to, court the woman back in the day and make sure that women was taken care of and stuff like that. Where nowadays, households is 50-50, split the bills 50-50. Things are different, totally now. I mean, of course, we live in a different time. Stuff is way more expensive. But back in the day, the wife stayed at home and the husband or the boyfriend, whoever it was the provider and things like that. So things have changed. And so it's unfortunate because some people or some women, that's what they truly want. Whereas for me personally, no, we can split the bills. I mean, I want to work.
So, I want to work, but I just want to do my own work. I want to work when I want to work.
Right, I want to work.
But I want to know that my man going to be able to take care of me. I help him.
Yes. So I'm not saying, because you know how some, I guess, families or whatever, maybe the wife, actually, you know what, one of my friends, her husband paid the mortgage and certain bills, and she like bought the groceries. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Or the utilities.
Exactly.
Something like that. Perfect. So something like that would be wonderful. And so it's just a different dynamic. Yeah. You know how over the years times have changed. Yeah. And so I do agree with her with kind of feeling sorry for the women nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, it is sad. Yeah, it's sad. I'm not calling y'all men gay. Okay, let me make that clear. But I'm just saying I'm not speaking on all men or all my experiences with men. But I have experienced some men who were very weird in the bed, weird like just talking, just weird. So sometimes it is given a little bit weird, like I said earlier.
She's just gonna keep saying weird.
Yeah. But also I had another person tell me, another good friend of mine. He didn't comment or anything, but he did tell me that guys, he agrees with my grandmother that guys nowadays are a bit skeptical because like you know, guys try to compete with their women or you know, things like that instead of like taking care of their women. They're trying to compete with their woman. Like, what is that? That's the weird stuff, y'all. That's the weird stuff I'm talking about right there. So tell us what you guys think. Are the guys nowadays giving you guys weird vibes? It's giving you some you know, is it making you skeptical about some of the? Are they making some of you making you skeptical? Let us know what you guys think in the comments.
And I think our last comment is you have to address. You have to address that.
Oh yeah,
Miss Cougar.
I did see a comment saying, "Oh, Roro, don't tell me you're not a cougar." And yes, I am a cougar. Because you know I gotta keep it spicy. I like my man young and refreshed. Because I'm a young, refreshed mamacita.
Young and dumb.
No, but no. On a serious note, I've always liked younger men. Just to get on a personal level with you guys, you know, I always have liked younger men. One reason is the spice, you know. Another reason is because I don't like authority. Okay, I have a problem with it. So like I feel like an old man. Was she like?
I don't like old men.
An old man would try to tell me what to do. Or I feel like it wouldn't be 50-50. I can take 50-50 over you trying to tell me what to do. I don't want to tell you what to do. It's just like I want to tell a man what I like, because some men are set in their ways, older men, and I like to tell a man what I like, and I want him to tell me what I like. I'm not set in my ways. You know, I can change, I can adapt. But younger men, if you tell them what you like, they'll adapt to that if they really want to be with you. Older men, they're like, they done been through the ringer, you know, everything. So they're not going to be so susceptible to adapt to what it is that you're wanting to do or what you like.
So I just want to clarify this older men comment. When she looked at me, I do not like older men like sugar daddies or anything like that. Okay, so let me just make that very clear.
No.
But I like to date someone at least my age or a few years older than me. That's just what I prefer. It's always been what I preferred.
But what about like 2 years younger than you or 3 years younger than you?
Oh, 3. That's a bit. Okay, we could do a year. You know, we could do a year, maybe even 2, but no more than that. Because guess what? It's a headache. And I'm not saying, I mean, all men are headaches, but they some headaches. And I just can't, you know, I just can't do it. Like, even like on the like dating apps, I see younger people and I just look at the picture and I'm like, oh, that's a headache right there.
Yeah, I mean,
thank you.
I could definitely.
No, thank you.
I don't pick headaches. There are mature I mean, but there are mature younger men that can still put the D down and and get the job done and still take care of you or be a provider, protector, all of that, you know. So
that's true. That's true. But you know what? I ain't never gonna find out.
You should try it. Just
Just
try. I mean, cause you and your are you looking for me?
I mean, I am. What I asked people last week and they didn't answer. Was they in the house, on the sidewalk, on the curb, or in the street? So I am on the sidewalk. I'm on the sidewalk, and so I'm just going with the flow.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Okay,
going with the flow.
Okay, but if you single and you like older men, you should try to date a younger man. And if you're single and you like younger men, maybe you should try dating an older man. I mean, I've tried the older men and it's cringy. I don't like it there. No. So
let us know if you want to date or if you prefer to date someone older or younger than you in the comments.
Yes. So guys, you guys like to date younger women or older women? And women, do you like to date younger men or older men? And why? Why do you guys prefer one over the other? Well, that's it for tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for viewing our show tonight, episode 3 of Candlelight Conversations. We love you guys so much. You guys are our clever candlelight crew, and we just are very appreciative of all the support you guys have been giving. Don't forget, once again, to just comment down below your thoughts on tonight's episode, your thoughts on our questions, so that maybe we can, address you guys' concerns in our next episode.
Or at a later time, because we're going to something different the next episode. But we're going to go back to dating again because we have lots of different aspects of dating to talk about. And so that is it for us tonight. Coco out.
Roro, peace.